Cassidy and her team really do perform magic. Show us some magic. See? They perform magic every day. Hello everyone, and welcome to Healthcare Heroes Unplugged with Theresa. I'm Theresa Capuano-Scott with Home Helpers of Bradenton. Today I have a very special friend of mine today as our guest. Please meet Cassidy Junot, the owner of Sundance Movers.
Hello everyone, happy to be here today.
So during our Home for the Holidays campaign, we recognize that there may still be some essential moves that need to happen with our older adults, whether it's moving into a senior living community or moving in with family or moving somewhere to be closer to family so that you're able to be safe at home. And I wanted to interview Cassidy because she has many years of senior living experience, and so does her team as well. She offers extremely important services that all of our older adults are going to need and can take much of the stress of the move out, which is also very important during this time. So Cassidy, what I'd like for you to do is please explain to us some of the services that your team offers.
Yeah, so at Sundance Move Solutions, we focus on the whole continuum of care for our seniors. We know how hard, how stressful it is to make a move. This is sometimes, a lot of times, the biggest move someone will make. So we do everything from the downsizing, the organizing, the packing, the move, the unpacking. We make your bed, we set your alarm clocks, hang your pictures, hang your TVs. My team, we all come from senior living. So we've worked in communities just like your loved ones are going into. We are very patient with your loved ones. We take the time, we take the effort.
So of course I have a lot of personal experience with you in the moves, and one thing that I want to make sure that we point out today is that your team is extremely sensitive to the needs of not only the clients but also the family members. This is such a hard time for many people, and a lot of people think, oh, I got it, me and my son can do it, or I'm just going to hire like a couple of neighbors to help me. And that is never really the best thing to do, because you don't realize how much packing there is. You guys take care of all of the packing. They take care of the move, which goes much more smoothly and much more quickly. But then also you have the task of unpacking and putting everything away. You mentioned that you hang up TVs and pictures and set up alarm clocks, make the bed. These are things that a lot of people don't think about many times and can add just all these extra hours and extra stress, and you want to make sure that everything is perfect. So you want to make sure that you're really hiring professionals to do this job for you, especially when, for a lot of folks, this might be one of the last moves that you make. Mm-hmm. So does your team have any certifications or anything that they're specially trained in when they're working with these moves with the older adults?
Yeah, so with Sundance, it's so important for myself that the team is trained regularly, not just on customer service and the packing and moving, but dementia care, Alzheimer's care. We are very big in the Alzheimer's Association. We want to make sure that our family members are comfortable and can trust when they're not around. A lot of times our family members are out of state, so it's just the team with your loved one.
So I'll share one of the experiences that we use Sundance Movers for, Sundance Move Solutions. I want to make sure I'm getting it right. That we used for one of our clients recently that did have dementia and was there during the move. And as you know, these folks that have these different kind of cognitive impairments, different things affect everybody differently, and folks act differently. And at one point, because of the two team members that were in there that were doing the packing and family kind of running around and it became too much for the client. I noticed that your team members sensed that, and they said, everybody stop. Stop what you're doing. They took a break. They sat down and had just like a little conversation with the client, talked about, you know, what they used to do for work, or tell me about your family, and kind of calmed the situation. And I thought that was amazing. But that also kind of took some stress off of the family members that were there as well, because, you know, there's a lot going on and it's kind of crazy. So I love that you guys are able to kind of pick up on those things. And I just thought that was really special. So I wanted to share that.
We are not typical movers. We're not gonna rush your move. We don't just come in, pick up your stuff and move it. We take the time, we get to know you and your family. We wrap everything just like it's our own. We want to make sure that everything is protected, that the client isn't stressing over their belongings. We know that sometimes people have things that are hundreds and hundreds of years old. If it's important to you, it's important to us.
Everyone on the Sundance Move Solutions team is heavily background checked. They are all licensed, bonded, and insured, and drug tested as well. Cassidy is going to make sure that you have very trustworthy people coming into your home to assist with the move. Cassidy and her husband Steve, who is co-owner, are very involved in the moving process and are easily accessible to each of their clients. Cassidy and her team really do perform magic. Show us some magic. See? They perform magic every day. And do you guys keep any kind of inventory logs and number the boxes just so you know like what's in what box?
Absolutely. Every box has its own log to where we number the box. We write down every item that's in the box in our log, and then we put a label on the box of which box it is, number, which room it is, and so that it's easier to find.
It's wonderful. So I want to talk about your downsizing services a little bit. I know that you have, is it a project manager, a move manager? Can you just explain a little bit about what she's able to do? Because many folks are in their home for decades, and there's just a ton of stuff. And when they're making a move into senior living, most times it's like into a 1-bedroom apartment or maybe even a studio apartment, and all those things are not going to fit as much as they want to bring everything.
Absolutely.
And they think it will fit. So can you talk to us about the downsizing and the space planning features that you offer?
Yes, so we do have a project manager that will be given to each client, and it will be your person on the move. She will be doing your space planning as well as myself, to where we have a program, it is called Room Sketcher, to where we go and measure all of your furniture. We can help you decide what will fit, what won't fit, the things that you need to get rid of, and what to do with them. You know, we can bring them to family members, we can ship them to family members, we can bring them to donation site, and even dispose of. The project manager will also tag everything before your move, so that on move day, everyone has a plan. There's a plan for everyone on move day. We color code all of the items, whether it's going to storage, to the new community with the client, donation, dispose of, so that there's no questions asked. There's no thinking on move day. We already have this organized and planned before we come into your home.
That's wonderful. So each client and each family is going to have their own personal move manager, but I'm going to call it a social worker for that day.
It's like a social worker.
There's a lot that goes into it on that day. But they are kind of there to handhold through the entire process, it sounds like, to make sure that everything is going the way that the client and the family member wants it to. Everything is going to get tagged prior to the move, maybe a couple days or so before. And then you guys probably pack the truck, I would assume, according to, you know, where things are going to be dropped off, so that just to speak to their organization. And again, the personal experience that I've had with Sundance Move Solutions, extremely professional, extremely organized, extremely friendly, and very caring. So I think that Cassidy and her team are really the experts that you need to help with your move for yourself or for your loved one. Now, the service area that you guys go to is from where to where?
So right now we are Charlotte County to Tampa, but depending on your situation, we will move the whole state of Florida.
That's wonderful. Cassidy, I want to thank you so much for talking to our viewers today and having me over.
Thank you so much. I loved having you.
I think that the work that they do is extremely important, and it's very much needed in this community. So I thank you for being a healthcare hero.
Thank you.
We're going to display Cassidy's information right down here at the bottom. Please give her a call. They will come out and do a free estimate for you as well. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.